now, I am studying the Bachelor of Popular Music at Queensland Conservatorium up on the Gold Coast in Australia. I am also a mother of a beautiful little girl. Even at a very young age, I always showed an interest in listening to music. I especially loved entertaining my baby brother when he was born, although I'm not sure if he liked music as much as me. I also loved dancing and began ballet classes and performed in concerts and Eisteddfods from the age of 5 until I was 12 years old. When I was 12, I began piano and voice lessons. I was in the school choir and a combined schools choir that performed all around the Perth metro areas, in theatres and concert halls. I continued music studies right through to year 12, when I became interested in guitar and taught myself to play. When I left school, I went straight to uni, but I ended up quitting my course and my job to write music on my acoustic guitar and busk in the streets of Perth and Fremantle. It was out on the street that I found my calling in life. I had to sing and write music. I loved it and met many weird and wonderful people standing in alleyways, on street corners and in markets. It was how I met the members of my first band. Soon I was performing in pubs, clubs, restaurants and at parties. And I very quickly earned a name for myself as a solo performer in duos and in bands. After 3 years of performing, I was ready to release my debut CD, Terra Firma, with my band Atomic Butterfly. I did 2 CD launch gigs, one in Fremantle and the other in Perth City. They went really well and I sold lots of CDs. At 21, I left my home state and drove across the country to a town called Kawangla, which is way out west in northern New South Wales. Living in the bush was amazing, and I learnt so much about myself. I met heaps of cool musicians in the hills and recorded some amazing music with a group called Soulkin. This recording captured the sounds of our freeform jams that we would have every weekend for years and play all through the night on rainforest properties. I set up a home studio and started recording and producing my original songs. I used these as pre-production for a professional studio CD, Find Your Own Way. Just before the album was quite finished, I fell in love, moved to Sydney, and so music went on hold for a while. Before long, I was gigging around Sydney and finishing off the CD and a singing book that I had been writing for the previous few years. I also released a new CD of guided meditation music, which was recorded and produced in my tiny one-bedroom flat in Bondi Beach. It was inspired and collaborated with Ashana Angel. Around then, my beautiful baby girl was born, and life was changed forever, in a most wonderful way. Motherhood is very rewarding, yet challenging, but I love the way it has opened up my heart, in a way I could never imagine. I started writing electronic music, as I really didn't have time to sit and play guitar. I was writing the electronic music at night when Bub was sleeping. And I wrote several songs about my Bubba in this new style. And her father and I collaborated with a psychedelic art clip to my song, Crossing the Abyss. In 2008, we moved back up north to Murwillumbah. And soon we went our separate ways. And I knew I needed to get a stable job to support my growing daughter as a single mum. So I decided that I would go back to study, and I auditioned for Queensland Conservatorium. I currently play in a duo called Segway. We play cover music in jazz, blues, soul, pop rock and folk styles, with a few originals thrown in too. I am teaching some voice and piano students as well as learning and studying at the Conservatorium. I love my life. It has surely had its ups and downs. The one thing that has always kept me strong through all of life's experiences has been music, in one form or another.
Wherever you go, wherever you go, I always go. You make me smile even just for a while. I feel a fire burning in my soul. It takes me to the other side where a light glows. I'm searching for something